Wow, look at all of you. You guys are all here. I'm so excited to be here with you guys today. We have a very special panel prepared for you guys. My name is Jeffrey Vega. I am a social producer and host at IGN. Woo! Oh, my boss is here. I'm so excited to be here today because we have the cast of Seth MacFarlane's Ted here. But before we welcome them to the stage, let's kick things off with the trailer for season 2. Guys, please help me give a big warm welcome to the cast. First up, we have Scott Grimes!
Motherfuckers doing?
Not only do we have Scott, but we have the one and only Giorgia Whigham! How could we forget Alanna Ubach! Oh, I think you're over here.
Who's over there?
Susan, come on! I think those are just for fun. And then last but certainly not least, John Bennett himself. Give it up for Max Burkholder! Oh my God, you guys are the cast of Ted. Yeah. By the way, Ted could not be here because he's in detention somewhere, so he's not gonna be here. How does it feel to be at WonderCon? Everyone here loves you guys.
Cool. Look at all these people out there.
So
Look at these kids right. They want to party. Come on, stand up for everyone. Look at these cookies.
I love it.
a lot of backstage was like, what are we gonna fucking talk about? and I'm glad that we've just pivoted to crowd work.
Thank God for the governments.
Yeah, Alanna, you're not gonna just switch places. I'm very excited. How was your WonderCon, Max? I heard you were roaming the halls earlier.
Yes, I got to be out on the floor a little bit. I was very excited. I was telling Scott, I'm very excited by how many beautiful people in armor there are here. It's a really awesome thing. I got some dice, I got some stuffed animals, some art books, just very exciting.
I love it. I'm so excited. And speaking of armor, we're going to be talking about the D&D episode later. Yeah, that's right. You guys are a bunch of nerds, right?
That's what you guys are here for. Come on.
So I just want to start off right off the bat. I need to know, what is it actually like sharing scenes with a CGI character that is the heart of so many scenes? I mean, like, what does it actually look like when Seth MacFarlane is doing the motions while also directing the episode?
Right. Oh wow, everybody's just looking straight at me. I guess I do deal with the bear the most out of the cast, but it's surprisingly, it's not that tough. Like, you start to be able to like visualize and see the bear. I think I can speak for everybody when I say that there were a lot of ruined takes in the beginning because Seth is like just off camera doing the lines. And you're supposed to be looking here where the bear is. Seth is over there. You talk to the bear here. His voice comes from over there, and you look at where Seth is.
Right.
You just completely ruined it.
Automatically.
Yeah.
We were just talking about when you're walking with the bear.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. That's a tough part as well, because he's so slow. He's like tiny. He's like 1.5 feet tall. He's got those little legs, so if you walk at a regular pace, you're leaving him in the dust, or he's like sprinting to keep up with you. I just saw 2 Monkey D. Luffy's walk in. It's dope.
I love that. It's so funny. How many are okay? Because like you do a lot of pot smoking. We can curse here, right? Yeah.
Is pot smoking cursing?
Smoking is bad.
Have the rules changed?
I gotta play
As we speak.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah, we can
I walked
fire.
out, I said, how you motherfuckers doing? We can swear!
Okay, good. Scott promised me backstage he would not curse a single time. So I was very scared right away.
Lied.
Who's this Scott guy?
Oh, is that what we're doing? We're going method?
no, I'm done.
over it.
I'm done now,
After
no.
we finish shooting the season?
Okay, I want to know about like what actually is on set when you're with Ted, because there's an episode this in season 2, which is now streaming, by the way. Giorgia, you make out with Ted in it, and I want to know what exactly are you doing? Really walk us through this intimate act.
Yeah, that was the thing I was most nervous about this entire season. I was like dealing with like an abortion and like all this other stuff. I'm like,
But she was worried she'd catch feelings for the bear.
I was like, how are you gonna make that work? Yeah, I mean, you literally get, we call it the egg, which is the body of Ted without any limbs. And
Body of Ted like you're in church.
because it's shaped like an egg, and I think this one time they did have the head attached, but I just was like, do I just like grab it and go for it? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, all right, I hope this is clean. And you know, I didn't like open mouth like tongue kick.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. There was this little stain by the nose when I was working with it the following day. You're a liar. He lies. He had to get a restraining order against her after that. It was bad.
But yeah, it was just, you know, kind of, yeah, you know.
Can you show us?
Use your imagination.
Thankfully, I was drunk too, so it could have been as messy as possible.
In real life, she was drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, real life.
Constantly, it was a real issue.
You mentioned the egg, and how many different types of Ted stand-ins are there? Like, I assume there's got to be like a room full of them.
Not really.
No.
What?
You got
It's
the stuffy
mostly
pads,
the
right?
one.
And then you have the.
Yeah.
There's ones without, I know, I'm not making a joke, there's ones without limbs, like arms, so that
Yeah.
they can use an arm.
There's
So
yeah,
it's a couple.
there's the full one with the head, the arms, legs, and torso, and then there's every iteration of those sort of modular things that you can think of. There's one without a head, there's one that's just a head, there's one that's just a torso.
There's one that's dressed as a Catholic schoolgirl, but that's just mine.
Yeah.
I love that, and now someone needs to update the Wikipedia of all of the different Teds there are. Giorgia, I want to start with you because I asked you the terrible question of making out with Ted. In the first season, Blaire is very at odds with John and Ted, but in season 2, you guys are a lot closer. You're smoking weed together. What is your favorite part about that? About Blaire's arc amongst all the chaos?
I mean, I love the relationship that she grew with Ted and John, and I think the relationship she has with all of them is super special to me. I think like how protective she is over Suze is so amazing, and then just going toe to toe with Maddie's so exciting for me each time. But I think that this season was really cool to get to explore more of like an emotional arc, and I was really grateful that Seth incorporated all the kind of like the harder hitting topics that I was able to take on, thankfully. Yeah, I think that she's grown a lot, and then I think a big thing that I've kind of been reflecting on is her relationship to Maddie, because I think as different as they are and as combative as they are, I think that there's a lot of respect that they have grown over the 2 seasons. They're never going to agree, but I think that the respect has gone up a lot. So I agree.
Yeah, I actually love that you bring that up because there's a very good episode in season 2 where Scott Maddie is falling in love with rom-coms that Blaire's watching.
Yeah.
And we guys, give it up for rom-coms. We get to see this rare moment of Maddie and Blaire kind of be on the same page. What was it like shooting those scenes where you're not like screaming at each other's throats?
I love that. Yeah, we had a really good time.
Yeah.
She's great to work with, and because I honestly, not to get serious, but I had to cry a lot, and Seth wanted me to cry. He's like, I need you to cry, man. So I do remember he remembered that the theme to Shawshank Redemption. It's called and so was Red, right? Or it's the track. And for some reason, the fucking theme makes me cry. It comes on my CD player, and I just cry. So we get to the thing and we're filming and they're showing Steel Magnolias or whatever, and I hear that song come over the thing and it was Seth playing it. So he was like, I'm getting this son of a bitch to cry all day. And he just kept playing it. So that was a tough day. And she's just awesome you're really great in that stuff because I think that was a good moment for Blaire and Matty. Yeah.
I love that. I love that episode because it's also a very opposite moment of what Matty is just all the time. I mean, you play such an insane character that I worry that you'll get a heart attack, and then there's an episode where that happens.
Yeah.
What are the challenges of playing a racist asshole?
Well put.
Well, the challenge really is, am I ever going to work again? After doing that.
The challenge is toning down his sort of naturally what he brings to the table to make it a little more believable.
And I never worked again.
Are you?
And, what? Say what?
Wait, huh?
No, I was playing along with it. God, never mind.
Oh no,
She was doing a bit.
I was doing a bit.
He was doing a bit.
This is not the time.
No, don't worry, Alanna. We'll have bits later.
The thing about playing that is, you recognize it, first of all. You recognize what a moron he is, what a monster he is. Or you don't. And there's people out there, maybe, I'm not saying any of y'all, but there's people out there that are like, I love this guy. He talks just like I do.
A lot of dads out there thinking that.
Yeah. Most of my uncles.
Someone's dad is uncle.
That's why. So yeah, but it was just tough to tough to be loud all day. It was right, guys. That was annoying most of the day.
Your voice started hurting.
Yeah. You scream.
How do you protect? Are you drinking, throat coat or something?
No, I scream all the time anyway, so I was used to it. Scar tissue just built up over here.
Scott, it's funny, you are in a bunch of Seth MacFarlane projects, including playing Steve Smith from American Dad.
You guys are awesome!
Thank you, yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
Woo!
Right here. Wait, take your glasses off. Let me see those baby blues. Beautiful. Follow me.
I can go. But I bring up Steve because he's very gentle. He's very in touch with he. What's it like having that incredible range? I mean, my God, you were in Oppenheimer. I mean, that won Best Picture.
What are you saying? What? Like I was in it? Or... I will say this to you guys. I walked up behind someone else that's in Oppenheimer. What's his name? He was on the Disney show. I forgot his name. You guys will get it. It was Thank you. What is it?
Josh Peck.
Josh Peck.
So he's in Oppenheimer also, and I'm in it. I know there's someone out there went, what? But I'm Robert Downey Jr.'s lawyer. I'm next to him in the entire fucking movie, right? But nobody knows this, and I literally got up the balls to walk up behind Josh and be like, hey man, Scott, we're in the same movie. And he was like, what? And he just walked off. So the people in the movie don't know that I was.
Come back to me when you're an American Dad.
But look it up right now. I'll be the blurry redheaded guy that shaved his beard for the first time in 20 years. I look like my mom in the entire movie. Look it up. But thanks for the range comment. I don't know, man. I just think I'm loud, and I've learned to get along with people. I don't know if it's range more than it's just be quiet in this business, and you'll. And I just I don't know. Be a good person, right? So Max, why do you work then?
Got him.
Jealous.
Well, thank you.
That's right.
Alanna.
Yes.
Alana.
Beans!
Alana.
And you have a gold chain. You're so cute.
It's not a big deal.
He's a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Alana, you are a light in this dark world. You are one of my favorite actors in the whole
Bless you, man. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Truly, I mean, you made me cry, and I'm just gonna say everyone's different roles. You made me cry in Coco as Mama Imelda.
Oh, bless you. Thank you.
And hearing you sing in season 1, just you are amazing. And I have no question. I'm just gonna compliment you the whole time.
Thanks, man. I'll take it. 'Cause I'm 50. I could use a compliment.
You play Susan. You are the sweetest mother in the whole world. The Bennetts are so lucky to have you. And there's an episode where you go to jail. You take the fall because you love your family so much. How does? And by the way, when you are gone, the family is ruined. The house turns into ground zero. You're so happy about that.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
How does Susan not let things get to her? How do you play that so reined in but so full of love?
It's that purpose that she has. When my son was first born, he brought out a side of me that just telegraphed everything. Here's your water, all right? Oh, you have bubbles down the toilet. Let's make a dance. And everything was just so positive because you want them to end up monkeying you. Okay, this is the right way. This is not the right way. And so I was just, Alanna the first 2 years of my son's life, and it just really helped. You put your kid in the room with you, and all of a sudden that sort of character came out. And yeah, there you go.
You are so good in it. You are every time I'm just like, why is everyone so mean to Susan? I'm looking at you, Scott.
Maddie, call me Maddie when you're saying stuff like that.
You're right. Scott is actually one of the nicest actors I've ever met.
Can I say something real quick?
Please.
Because I won't get the opportunity. You just got engaged, and she's right there. So everybody give her a round of applause. Stand up, Peacock. Just stand up so we can say congratulations.
Congratulations!
She's right there.
1, 2, 3.
Sorry, back to me.
Thank you, God. Wow, that is. I'm chuffed right now. Thank you. Wow, I'm flustered now.
Violet, you're turning violet, Violet. What are you talking about?
I want to talk about Ted as a whole because the show it's obviously very gross. It's very explicit, but there's so much heart to it. It's so thoughtful. Like there are scenes where Susan is finally getting the love she deserves about being like the best one in the world, and then the next scene is John holding his blanket that's frozen with his dried bodily fluids.
Jam.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
It's jams.
Come.
Spooge.
You'll have a different word for it, guys. There's plenty.
Yeah.
Thank you. We have jizz over here.
Swimmers.
Swimmers.
Spunk over here to the left.
Doc Ock back there, what do you have to say?
I'm proud of him.
Shampoo, what did you say?
Forbidden shampoo.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Sounds like a band.
So Jeffrey, you had a question about
Forbidden shampoo? Yeah.
One note says, "Do not bring up jizz, no matter what."
Yeah.
I want to know what the whiplash is like doing a show like this, about having all of these very funny, explicit scenes, which we love. I mean, we don't get sitcoms like this anymore, where it's really raunchy and fun, and we're on streaming. But also, I'm crying. I'm feeling for the characters. What is that whiplash? What attracted you to wanting to be the Bennetts?
I will say, Giorgia, do you want to bring up the sort of abortion argument scene, that one with the spit take, and your reaction to that? If we're talking about whiplash,
I mean, great example. There's this intense scene between the two of us, and in the middle of it, Max just out of nowhere spit takes this soda, and I was kind of like, I don't know, this is the place. We're talking about, something super serious.
She told me after the fact that she was pissed at me that whole
I was
night.
dude, I don't know. I feel like it kind of takes away from my part. No, but the heaviness of the moment, and watching it back, I was like, oh shit, you were so right. You know what I mean? So trusting that, I think. And I think honing in on it, the fact that it kind of has to be opposites. People love watching opposites happen, and it's the whiplash, I think, is what makes it fun and watchable.
It's also about who says the line too, right?
When
I say something ignorant, the audience knows it. They're like, that ignorant guy just said something that I laughed at, and that's okay. If I was a smart guy, forgive me, and said this stuff, the character probably wouldn't be as welcomed to laugh at as they did, right? Yeah. So, And it's really easy to play an idiot for this guy, trust me.
Yeah.
Forbidden shampoo.
Alanna, I want to know your reaction. Thinking back about the episode where you take the fall for John for having weed and marijuana, as you put it. And what
We
was
say
like,
marijuana.
Marijuana?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I would love to know your reaction of seeing Susan in a bright orange jumpsuit, but with like your iconic hairdo.
Oh, that's what was really funny, is that, that could have easily been a hat that she puts on every single morning. Oh gosh, that was fun. It was so much fun working with those girls. Such talents. They're all, either from stand-up comedy or the theater, and we just sat and gabbed for, 12 hours a day for 2 weeks. It was just, there was nothing like it. It's one of my most favorite times working is with those girls.
It's so fun. Like, of course, Susan would just be like the most popular person in jail.
How can you hate her?
I want to talk about the incredible guest stars that are on this show. We see some returning favorites from season 1 into season 2. And I love, even in the first episode of season 2, Peter Macon, who plays he's like from the Board of Education trying to find out who called the phone sex hotline. Guys, if you have not seen season 2, everyone take out your phone.
It's so good.
Open
It's
Peacock.
ridiculous.
Everybody subscribe. We need it.
Is a coupon code. No, I would love to know. I'd love to go down the line and if you guys have a favorite guest star or favorite kind of person that you interact with, because there are some characters in season 2.
I would be remiss if I didn't immediately mention Danny Jollis, who plays Will, and Don Lemon, who plays the security guard. Both of them are so fucking funny, and like, there's always a lot of room for like improvising or throwing things in that you think of on set. But with those two, especially for season 2, we made sure to block out like a good 45 minutes to an hour extra just to see what it was like going back and forth with them. Between me, Seth, and them, because that was just fantastic.
Yeah, do you have if for people who don't know the Danny Will's character, he is the weirdest guy ever. Do you have a favorite joke or moment or memory from?
I don't know. A favorite? I mean, like we do see his prosthetic penis in this season. That's a pretty good one.
Of course.
Though I can't.
No, ew. It's gorgeous.
I know.
Gotta look at mine.
It's a little small, but yeah.
It's motion of the ocean.
Well, they couldn't use Danny's real penis because it would have been so big it's distracting. But what's it called? I struggled to think right away of a particular improv bit that he brought into it.
So it was like it's a mile a minute with him.
Yeah, no, seriously, with him and with Don both, it was constant. It was great.
I liked his delivery of the do you want the ferret with it or without the van?
Oh.
With that this season?
Yeah. And there's do you want the van with or without the ferret? Without. Well, he's in there.
Oh, he's in there. His delivery is just so good. Like,
So good.
my god, that was my favorite.
No, I gasped when you guys see him again in season 2. I'm like, oh no, this guy needs to be on a watch list.
Also,
Scott,
I have to give it to Seth because he wrote an entire part for our casting director, who is Mrs. Fetchko. She's a casting director, man. She's not an actor.
She's the one who casted this entire show.
Yeah.
So yeah. Mrs.
And he
Beck-
just loves because she talks. She goes, "You look like a whore." Like she has that voice, and he went, "Well, she's Mrs. Fetchko."
Yeah,
So
she's
he
got it
doesn't.
there.
You don't really just have to be an actor. So she's one of my favorites because she just is so wonderful. Her energy's incredible.
it's also very funny to say you look like a whore when she did the casting.
Yeah,
That's true. Yeah, she's perfect.
yeah.
And Scotty's brother, Scott.
Oh, so here's the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Thank
His
you.
best friend in real
My
life.
best friend for 30 years is Scott Michael Campbell. You guys, he's in the first episode. He plays my brother.
Is he an Oppenheimer?
He's not. maybe, and we just don't fucking know. But when Seth called me up before and he says, "Hey," first of all, my answer to this next question is always yes, but he didn't know that. He's like, "Will you show your ass on camera?" Always yes, just because. People don't, I'm not going to be acting.
You don't have to pay it.
You want me to? I'll show it right now. I love that the only reaction I got.
Know what you're
Forbidden shampoo.
but he said, you know, we need someone to play your brother, and this person has to be bigger than you as far as energy and louder and more annoying. And that's tough because Matty is really annoying. And I said,
Yeah, Maddie's really annoying.
do you guys see what I have to put up with?
You bitch!
You're not gonna see my ass now. Boo! There's two of you. So I said Scott Michael Campbell, and luckily enough, he threw himself on tape real quick, sent it from my phone to Seth's phone. He had the part in like 2 hours because he was great. So, and here's why. Had you guys seen that episode, the first one? He has his hands on my ass for the good part of 2 days filming. And I had to stop him after the first take. I went, hey man, stop using my ass as like a mouth to talk. He's doing just fine.
I've never heard this.
Oh yeah. And she's got to be like right there, looking at it. So it was really great that you have your best friend touching your ass all day.
Yeah, what were the HR emails about this?
About this panel more than just.
I love that. Yeah, no, Blaire goes through some shit in season 2. I want to bring up before we talk about the D&D episode. I want to bring up also a very big funny moment in season 2 is Bill Clinton appears in season 2, played by Seth MacFarlane. Seth MacFarlane played Bill Clinton in an episode, and it's truly surreal because Matty and Susan are working at Dunkin' Donuts, which is already hilarious, and Bill Clinton is just there. What was that scene like? Kind of like, obviously, Seth is there the whole time, but like, what was your reaction to kind of seeing it, what it looked like?
Well, they tried it every which way, right?
Yeah.
They dressed him, they used prosthetics, then they didn't, and then every which way, obviously, what worked great. But, he came in and he was Bill Clinton for an entire day.
Yeah. On the day, I think if you watch the footage of Seth, they just grayed his hair a little. But it would have worked just like that. That's how good he was. You would have immediately gone, oh, that's Seth MacFarlane. Oh, he's playing Clinton. It would have worked. But he obviously wanted that. And I was in a living room with my kids. And I was in a movie theater with y'all when we watched it in New York. And the audience has the exact same reaction when Clinton comes in on the camera. It's just like, what the fuck am I seeing right now? Right? Because it looks like Clinton.
Like, how'd they get Clinton?
I thought that was, yeah.
I mean, it's great.
I think it's spectacular. And he's, they talked about the AI thing, but, when you can't get somebody, I guess that's when you use the AI. And they exhausted I saw some footage of a Clinton that looked like the
cutout?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer old claymation thing,
Right.
the rosy cheeks. It did not look good at all. So I'm glad it came out so well. I'm glad people like it.
Yeah, no, it's a very funny scene, and I feel like the deep fake of it all is like you're able to kind of like live in that moment. I mean, Seth is very talented. You're able to use the technology. It's good when it's a tool.
The
Right.
bear,
For
the
sure.
bear. I never saw anything like it. When I came on the show, I was like, it's gonna be like Alf. I'm just gonna put a little hand up the butt. It'll be fine. I can't wait to do this. It'll be like Cousin It. But no, they took it to really another level. I've never seen anything like it.
It looks so good. I mean,
It's
when,
so good.
the technology that Seth, it's called view screen, which obviously you guys know, but it's crazy. Like Seth doesn't even need to wear a mocap suit anymore.
No, he doesn't.
Ted is controlled with an Xbox controller, by the way. I saw this in person. The tech is incredible. So I want to move on because I want to talk about my favorite episode of the series, season 2, episode 3. Guys, give it up for Dungeons and Dealers, which I have a clip of that I'll cue up. But I'm sort of in a unique position here because I actually had the pleasure of coming to visit you guys on set in 2024. It's crazy how long it takes to make a TV show. I was there with IGN and I got to be on the set of the D&D episode. And you guys were filming it on the Universal backlot, which is in LA, of course. So if you don't know, this episode is very, very good. There's a weed shortage, and as there is. John, Ted, and Blaire, they need to sort of play a Dungeons and Dragons game to try to win weed. But then the best part is that Matty and Susan join the game to try to get Sean not to get weed. And so guys, it is hilarious. And I have a clip of it, and we can play it.
Explaining comedy shows after the fact is always really funny.
Yeah, let's roll the clip from the episode 3, Dungeons and Dealers.
I'd like to see Josh Peck argue that I was in that motherfucker.
There are 3 things that I want to point out just from that little clip. One is maybe my favorite line in the whole season is, if you want to use the bathroom down here, there are 5 things you need to do. I think that's so funny. You delivered it perfectly. Second, one of the craziest technical challenges of the season involving the bear was they did a great job, because none of you noticed it. When he's dragging the chair, they had a rope tied around the leg of the chair to drag it, and someone was pulling it from off screen, and it was like it ended up being like a 45-minute conversation to figure out how to do that. Number 3, we can say forbidden shampoo up here all we want, but
They beat the shit out of her!
they bleep dildo and shit? What? I've never seen our show bleeped before. Yeah.
Have you seen it in Portuguese? It's so
In Portuguese. Okay.
Yeah, just in case you didn't catch it, Ted was saying dildo Bilbo the whole time.
Dildo Baggins. Dildo Baggins.
Dildo Baggins. I would be remiss if I did not bring up how excited I was when I saw the episode and the one and only Brendan Lee Mulligan as the DM. He's from College Humor and Dropout, and I know there's a
critical role.
Critical Role, right? He is the best. I had him as an improv teacher before he became famous.
No shit.
Yeah, he was the nicest guy.
that explains it.
I
No, I know, but it can come off as
That
a slight.
explains everything.
Yeah.
I know we have a resident D&D nerd, Scott Grimes. But Max, I want to know what was your reaction to finding Brendan? Did you have a hand in this? I know you're a big D&D guy.
Yeah, I mean, the second I read, it's episode 3, Dungeons and Dealers. The second I read it, I was talking to anybody in production who would listen. You gotta cast Brendan Lee Mulligan as this role. It's the only way that this is gonna possibly work. And I think I was absolutely correct.
Absolutely.
100%. Seth, I know for a minute was like, "Who is this guy? What are we doing here?" And I was like, "No, you gotta fucking trust me on this." And I know Chelsea, who wrote it, also knows him through UCB, through improv as well. So there were a lot of people on the side of getting him involved, and I'm very glad that it happened.
Yeah.
Been a huge fan of his since.
He's
I
a
think
real
season
integral
1.
part of telling that story.
Yeah,
Because
for
even
sure.
though that was written kind of, Seth would say to him every second, "Hey, would we do this?" And he's like, "No, actually, we do this and roll the thing."
Yeah.
So that's all
His
him.
expertise was absolutely essential for sure.
Yeah, I know you guys were newer to the D&D. Did you guys try to do a one shot or a?
Yes, I tried to organize one in the cast, and very similar to how D&D works in real life, it never came together. I organized one. I had a commitment from all 3 of these people.
We filled out papers and everything.
Yeah, I helped everybody make characters. In the end, Scott was the only one who was still on board, and he was texting me, being like, "Are we still doing this?"
Wait a minute.
Like, what's?
I'm sorry.
Scott was the last person to text me about it.
I'm sorry.
I don't remember any of this. So
No. Alanna has a small child, so
I have
absolutely
a small
that
child.
is.
I'm addicted to
fine.
breathing. I
Yeah.
like sleep.
But yes, it never ended up coming together, sadly.
No, it's all right. I mean, you guys played in the show, so we got it on Peacock.
Exactly.
You guys have incredible costumes in it, obviously. Also, this episode was in full collaboration with Hasbro, Wizards of the Coast. It was a real deal, fully authentic D&D.
In the hair and makeup trailer for the entirety of this episode getting made, we had old 80s and 90s editions of the Dungeon Master's Guide and the Player's Handbook and stuff that the hair and makeup teams were using as reference. It was super cool to be able to flip through those.
It was funny when I was on set. They had people from Wizards of the Coast there on set, and you were name dropping all these things, and they were like, "Oh wow, we're impressed." And I think Scott was asleep during that.
Yeah, I have a great outfit in that. Thanks, dude. I hope your marriage fails, all right?
That's fair. You got me on that one. We're even now.
Forbidden shampoo.
Dildo Bilbo.
Bilbo.
I also love the writing is so good on this show. It makes me so mad. You asking if your makeup is okay for the D&D I mean, God, so good. No, I want to talk about your costumes because you guys look so hot, so good. You guys are very, very good. John is a mage, Blaire is a thief, Susan is a fighter, and Scott is well, let me just start with you. Tell us about your costume, Scott.
Well, hey, first of all, Matty has this horrible mustache and curly hair, and it's just the whole time for 2 seasons I've been doing this. So this D&D episode comes, and I'm getting excited, thinking, what the hell is he gonna? What's Seth gonna give me? Something cool.
Yeah.
That was just that's him at his house, going like, what can I do to Grimes again? So basically, I showed my ass on the top of my head. That's really.
Scott and Seth's relationship makes me want to, when I get to that stage, just hire people that I've been friends with for 25 years so I can do horrible.
You're talking like, what stage is that? Like, old? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, ancient. Fuck it, no, like where I've never hired anybody for anything.
Yeah.
I mean, when I can, yeah.
But he knows I get it, and he knows it's funny as fuck. But that thing, because here's the other thing. We did the test, and we go to the set, and I have just a regular bald piece, and we realize that my skin is fucking ugly. Like my Scott Grimes' skin is horrible. So the wig took 2 seconds to put on. The painting of the bald spot is like freckles and cancer and I swear to God, it was like, oh, we need this little mole here because that's Scott's face, and it had to match my face. Didn't like that part.
I didn't know you could do hair and makeup to a hair and makeup item.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Blaire is a thief. Giorgia, I want to know, because you, I think, are probably the coolest costume in there. Sorry, everyone else.
Thank you. Yeah, I was very happy with my costume. Sorry, Scott. I didn't know much about anything when it came to D&D, but they gave me swords and I in my boots and in here, and I had I think I was like. Yeah, I had a fanny pack where I could pick up the things I was stealing. It was awesome. And then my favorite part is I love to do hair and makeup. So that was a super collaborative effort as well. At first we had it was so pretty. It was this iridescent green, and I was kind of I think it's a little much, but it was a group effort, and everyone was so down to just play around and use all the fantasy elements as inspo. It was really cool.
Yeah, did you get to work with, the costume designer Heather?
Yeah.
She showed us kind of on the set visit, which by the way, you can watch a full 20-minute set visit on IGN. I should probably plug that. The statues were really cool. Yeah, there's, you would think everything you're seeing in that episode, you would think it's CG, but it's live, it's real.
They were covered in a mask and a hairpiece, and they had earpiece to tell them when to do what with their hands, because they couldn't hear anything.
I saw someone online actually a few days ago asserting that the statues were AI. Not the case. Absolutely not the case. Those were real women. They were dancers who rehearsed for weeks to get that exactly right. It was crazy.
Oh man, they worked hard.
So many practicals. I fucking love practicals.
Yeah, it shows it was a full. Yeah, it was so good. Alana, tell us about Susan the Fighter, because you get to wear you look like you would be walking around WonderCon, honestly.
Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely. Yeah, I've been at autograph conventions. I'm like, oh, there she is.
I saw Alanna Ubach 5 times.
Yeah, there you go. So much fun.
Yeah, so tell me, how is it dressing up as a fighter for a season?
Oh, it's tough. Well, how many weeks did we shoot that? That went off
a million.
In about a month we were shooting that one because it was just so intricate. So, it's tough after 12 hours and all of that, I don't know.
You had a heavy.
I think Alana had the worst of it,
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, it was heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, heavy armor.
How do you even go to the bathroom, truly?
You don't.
Oh, you don't?
I didn't go to the bathroom 4 weeks. Yes.
Where else would I find the forbidden shampoo if I'm not going to the bathroom?
Forbidden shampoo.
Jesus Christ! Oh, I can't say it! Oh, come on! Guys, come on!
You offended her.
Come back!
Come back!
So sick.
And security's on the way to take me out.
Yeah.
Max,
Yeah.
you're a wizard, you're a mage,
Yeah.
and you have this kind of you have the
Love flowing
look.
robe, yeah. Was super fun.
Yeah.
I will say, obviously 99.999% of the costume design for that was Heather Payne in the wardrobe department. My little additions were, I want, none of them saw the light of day. I was like, I want as many little, pockets of bullshit as I can possibly have in this thing. I had, little things in the sleeves full of, buttons and dice and, weird random beans and shit. I swear to God, they were like little beans. But yeah, I wanted to, if I was gonna be a wizard, have just a bunch of random stuff.
Yeah. No, the bag of holding truly had everything.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys have a favorite Easter egg or a little fun fact from that shoot, that episode? Because I feel like there's just so many different. Oh, Alanna, are you still thinking about the Portuguese?
No, she's thinking about the forbidden shampoo.
Watch my breath. She's seeing if it's okay if we tell this story.
Oh! Yeah.
We should call this the Easter eggs story, and you'll hear why. Do you guys know? I can say this because by the way, you know why we can say it? Because they sent me a clip on Instagram, and he's doing it on Instagram.
Oh, it's so.
Do you remember the little person that played the guy we see on the
That plays the gnomish merchant?
Yeah, he's the merchant.
Yeah.
Right? He's
Well,
so
he was
funny on
so
camera.
funny.
So
on camera.
playful.
And the how do I say this?
He kept
Okay.
grabbing Scott's
He grabbed my penis.
balls.
I'm sorry?
And I still don't know why. We were filming, and you can see it. It's on camera, and he just gave it a honk.
It's fucking awesome.
Whoa! Hey!
He
Hey,
was
guy.
searching for the forbidden shampoo.
Shampoo. He was after.
Did he have Seth MacFarlane in his ear or something?
No, he was just. Guess what? I didn't mind it at all. I'll be honest. I was like, bucket list check. So there's a big Easter egg, I would say.
Nice catch.
Yeah.
I still love that Alanna was the one who wanted to bring it up.
It was everything.
What,
So much life.
That episode in particular was so, there were so many people there who were in, crazy, unrecognizable prosthetics. That guy, the guy who played the cultist, the guy who played the ogre, the guy who played Rahul, the demon in the end. So every so often, once or twice a week, we would just be sitting in cast holding with just a new stranger, and we have no idea what they look like.
Yeah.
Just a random person under copious amounts of makeup, and we're like, I don't know you. Yeah.
And bless those guys. They were in makeup for 12 hours, then finally used. It was it's tough.
It's very everyone looks so good in it, the ogre and everything. And
There's one more little Easter egg. Can I say it?
Yeah, please.
It has to do with my ass. Again. Great. You guys have heard this.
Guys, what if Scott's ass?
You won't cheer in a second.
You're not tired of hearing about it.
So I did most of the ass stunt work, right? Except for, because I'm on a wire, right? Because I have to be on this guy's shoulders for the entire episode. Entire scene. So so he didn't have to hold me up the whole time. They had me on wires. So for one shot, when they're spinning me, they used a stuntman. Now, guys, I don't have hair on my bum. My dad doesn't have hair on his bum. His dad doesn't have hair on his bum.
I hate you.
I know. The stuntman had hair in his bum, right? So they made him shave his bum. Does anybody here know what a bum looks like for a guy after he shaves it? It's rashy.
The stunt guys.
So there's one shot, if you pause it, trust me, I've paused it, where it's just this rashy ass. And I'm like, that's not mine!
So all of this is a lie? All of this is a lie so that we don't think you have a rashy ass.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a stunt guy, his name is Douglas something.
This is a great advertisement for Peacock.
Yeah.
Look at Scott's ass right now on any device.
On any device. Any device.
Giorgia, Max, do you guys have like a fun Easter egg? Scott's trying to derail me on the D&D episode. But I mean, it was.
Oh, on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the one we're talking about.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
no, but I love it.
my
No.
ass episode.
No. We're only talking about the D&D episode and Scott's ass episode.
Oh my god, I just noticed the sign language interpreter. Has she been having to say rashy ass?
Guys, give it up for our interpreter here. So happy we can have her here.
I feel like it's such an old well, like talking about sign language interpreters having to say horrible things, but God, that makes me laugh every time.
Forbidden shampoo.
Give it up for accessibility, guys. We do things right here at WonderCon. You don't mess around with Ted.
I think my favorite Easter egg, after we were done shooting the D&D episode, I went up to John, who's one of the people who works in props, and I said, hey man, I would never steal a prop. I would absolutely never steal a prop. But if a prop from this episode were to go missing, what is the best one that would cause the least amount of trouble? And he said, just tell me what you fucking want. And I said, can I please have a sword? And he's like, yeah, pick from these. And so I have a sword from the TED show at my house.
Where is it on display? Where do you have it?
It's behind my couch in case of an intruder.
At least there's a little a gnome merchant who comes in and tries to mess with it.
Tries to grab my balls. We will not be having that.
I want to really quickly talk about the actual set because, again, the D&D episode, I went to, this is in Universal Studios in Los Angeles, an entire, you know those huge sound stages you guys see when you're driving around Burbank? The entire set was that whole building, and I got lost in those caves. I mean, what is that like as an actor, like having that playground? I mean, that must have been so fun. I know Alanna got lost in there.
Of course, more than once.
Yeah.
At least 17 times, yeah. That's why they have people like following you everywhere you go.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, where you going? That's what
It was
right outside the
amazing.
song.
It was so, I couldn't believe it. I mean, there's like, the fun fact, and I keep forgetting what it is, but how much dirt did they actually bring into?
Oh,
It was something like, it was either 5,000 pounds or 5 tons.
It was like, I think it was 5 tons.
Yeah.
Because it was imported, and for some reason that fact just like blew my mind. I was like, wow, they really just are like giving this their all.
The thing that blew my mind was like if you guys remember like the forest sets and scenes where they had, you know, like the trees and those were all real. That was all real. Those were all real plants and rocks and everything that they set up in there. And I remember it was like not to get like too macabre with it, but we were shooting that during we had to take a break at one point during the fires in 2025, and we ended up having to take, I think it was like 5 or 6 days shooting break where we had to keep those greens around while everybody was, you know, dealing with the fallout of everything, and keeping those greens around for an extra 5 or 6 days, plus I believe $500,000.
What?
Crazy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's that Peacock money, baby! Let's go!
I didn't know we had that kind of budget.
No, that is crazy though. That's that was December 2024. You guys were shooting that.
Yeah.
Scary. Alanna, I have to kind of like, I want to end the D&D section because if you have not seen this episode, plug your ears because I'm going to spoil the ending for you. But you guys have obviously all seen it. But Alanna, you win the game. You saved the day.
Yeah.
And tell me what that was like to kind of read down the script and see Susan in the only way she knows how to complete the quest.
Oh, I love things like that. When you know, act free, you're like, oh, I know who's gonna. What? She wins? That's crazy. So it was very sweet, and I love the way that it's just accidentally she sort of stumbles into heroism. So it's pretty cool.
I love it. Yeah, no, it's so good, and also the scene of Ted singing the plot of Philadelphia as the bard is.
We had to hear that way too many times. They had that pre-recorded when we were shooting it, and they were playing it over the speakers that were all over the set every time we had to. So we probably heard that close to 100 times over the course of 2 days. Yeah. Never want to hear that again.
Yeah, because that's what 2 days, that whole sequence. Yeah.
But now I never need to watch the movie Philadelphia, so it's like. You went some
Brain.
You can log it on Letterboxd through this TED episode. At the end, when you're kind of facing the Drahul, the demon, like how is the blocking, like what does that look like? I mean, that's gotta feel like a fantasy, right? I mean, literally.
I was not involved in the shooting of that scene because I die immediately. I poof into a cloud of dust, but that would have been really cool. I remember like being all indignant and waiting for them to let me go at the end of the night because they were shooting that and they were like, we don't know if we're gonna need you, and I'm like, I'm dead, I poofed into dust. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I really forgot you died immediately.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah. You touched a real sore spot there, Jeffrey.
Sorry about that. Wow. We just have a couple more minutes. I would love to go down the line and hear just in general, like, do you have a favorite line or favorite joke from the entire season 2? Because it's a mile a minute. Again, if you guys have not seen season 2, immediately after this panel, go home and watch it. It's so funny. It's so good.
On any device.
Yeah. Any device. You can see Scott's ass.
Season 3! Season 3!
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, I know Seth has said there are currently no plans for season 3, but like, is there? You guys saw the ending. The ending of the season 2. They kind of tie it to the movies.
Yeah.
Guys, this show is based on 2 movies. That's weird, right? Yeah. None of them are in Oppenheimer, by the way. In the back.
We love you. Come back.
Yeah! You do, yeah. Guys, Scott Grimes, everybody. Let's go down the line. I'll start with you, Max. A favorite joke, something that you're just very excited and why people should watch the show if they haven't?
In season 1, which if you've seen season 2, I would hope you've seen season 1, but in season 1, there was a bit that I improvised where I call the kid who helped me pee Jesus. That was not in the script. I improvised that, and that allowed them to bring him back for a bit in season 2 where he tosses me a quarter. I think that might be my favorite one, where it's just like, man, I gave a guy another job. This is the power.
I also love that he does not look like Jesus at all.
How do you know?
You got my ass on that one, Max. You got my ass on that one. Alanna, as your mid-sip of your smart water.
Yes.
Not sponsored. I don't know why I said the brand.
I was gonna say.
Don't buy smart water. That's how you know it's on it.
Now they're gonna come for you.
Oh, man. Alanna, do you have a favorite joke or moment from the series?
I just love acting with Giorgia so much.
Yes.
Her character is so committed to being as grounded as possible with a very strong opinion about everything going on in the household. And so it's so much fun to work off of her because she is in the zone the entire time. So I can, do funny stuff and touch her like that. And she never breaks. It's the craziest thing. These little schmindigos, they like to, right? They're like, this one.
I just looked over at the interpreter and she was going like this. She's gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Giorgia.
I love that. I love you. Favorite.
You better say working with Alanna.
I know. I'm like, wait, but. Okay, well, there's a joke in season 1 that I think is probably my favorite throughout maybe both seasons. I don't know. Whenever I have to think of this answer, I go like blank. There's nothing there. But when Ted and John are at school and He's like, yeah, last year we had an Indian kid, but they got him. That's a favorite. That was like, what do you mean they got him? Yeah, that's I love that joke. I think it's so, it flies like under the radar. When it's read out, I remember reading it out loud, like at the table read, and I was just like busting up laughing to myself, like I couldn't believe. And it was executed exactly how I thought it would be. It was so good. I love it.
You're so funny. Scott, bring us home. Take
Look, I want my favorite line to be one of mine, but I can't, right?
No, you can. Absolutely.
No, I don't want.
Do one and
Mine is definitely, and I'm gonna make her do it in a minute, and it's from the first season, and it's when Maddie's talking about jacking off a dog.
Oh my God.
And he says, first of all, it's so wonderfully written because Maddie goes, I can't do it into the mic, but he goes, I jacked off a dog! And instead of anybody, even especially Susan, saying like, what the fuck are you talking about? Her line is of like a jealous wife, and she goes, whose dog was it?
Holding back tears.
I find that, I couldn't, if you watch, look, I think we're releasing a blooper reel for 2 seasons coming up soon. And that, I can't get through it. To the point where she's mad, she's like, Scott, we gotta go home. I couldn't get it together because of how fucking, whose dog was it? That's my favorite.
Was it?
And we may never know.
It's also my second favorite part is when Max and I discovered when I sit down and I talk this whole story about jacking off a dog, and there's a close up of Max, and he's like, we hear you, Dad, we're there. And we decided on a day for me to do this.
Yeah, for him, like, thanks, buddy. Yeah, for him to grab and shake my face with his dog jack-off hand. And
I came up with it, and then I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. He's like, you're fucking gonna do that.
And
You're
I
doing
said, you better fucking do that. But it took probably an extra hour and a half because I could not laugh.
Yeah.
Like that was ridiculous.
God, I love you guys so much. Guys, give it up for the cast
Thanks, guys. Thank you for watching.
Thank you to everyone here.
Jeffrey, thank you.
Thank you, Max, Alanna, Georgia, Scott. You guys are the best. Thank you to the interpreter. Thank you, wonderful. Thank you, guys. Ted is streaming right now on Peacock. Season 2, Season 1, every season. Love you, Alanna. Thank you, guys. They are very busy. They got a